Yes, welcome back. How are we doing? Who we got in the chat today? Just move this a little bit. Who have we got in chat today? We got Tassif, we got This Is City. Big up to you both. Let's have a read. You are going with the no from the star. No, nice. Are we serious? Is that what happened? I had a feeling that would happen. No, that was not the new style. But hey, if it does great, then awesome. But no, that was not the plan. But thank you for pointing that out to me. I don't know why it's done that. Just happens from time to time. No idea. But yeah, welcome back to the stream. We got some news to uncover today. I'll fix all that news now. Very silly. Posted a video 7 hours ago. Blue Blazer saying that Ederson will stay at Man City, worrying me. Interesting. Well, all right, we'll have a look at that. But look, big up to you, This Is City. Big up to you, Talsif. And big up to everyone who's tuned in so far. Currently trying to fix the thumbnail situation. But let me know what you're thinking. Do you think Ederson will go? And what do we think to McAtee's move? He's obviously made that move now. Ederson's a Galatasaray is looking a bit more likely, but the biggest thing that kind of dropped, in my opinion, was that Echeverri's loan move has finally gone through. It's not to Girona, it's not to Roma, and it's to Blinken Leverkusen. There's I really like the sound of that loan deal, though. I ain't gonna lie, I think it's actually really good. Just gonna solve this now. There we go. Here we go. We can get it now. Where is it? Thumbnail. Type this. There we go. There we go. Enjoy the thumbnail. It's all up for you now. It should be in a minute. Yeah, I know they're being a bit annoying, aren't they? They just need to crack on. Like all these links, yeah. Like even Ozyman, they dragged it out. You know, even Ozyman was like that took a while in itself. And at the moment, this seems to be similar. It's so weird. But we'll go straight to City Extra. We have had some news. Galatasaray, just hurry up and sign Ederson. I know, it's just taking ages. It's taking absolutely ages. Anyway, let's swap on over to here. Now, apparently, Savinho is looking a bit more likely to stay now. It's not really come from the most credible sources from what I've seen. But feeling refreshed. Don't worry, we're not getting... Guys, don't worry if we're not getting Rodrigo. Yeah, I don't think... I think I'm in for some luck. I think it's all about set to pop off just as I come back. What do you think? It seems that way. Well, stuff's really got to start rolling soon because the transfer window has only got, I think, 13 days left, just under 2 weeks. So there is not a ton of time for stuff to happen now, between now until the end of the season. And so we got to be careful. But look, Galatasaray, they're doing more than just trying to sign Ederson. Apparently, they're also in for Manuel Akanji as well, trying to sign both. Now then, don't know what we'll do in that case. You know, will we try and get will we try and sign a new centre-back, or are we happy with our options, despite having two very injury-prone centre-backs anyway at the club? Ruben Diaz's injuries weren't great last season. The only one who was consistently good was Josko Vardy. I don't think we should be leaning on that. City have been ridiculous with their fees at the same time, in my opinion. City don't like Daniel Levy and what deal with him, surprise, surprise. Yeah, I mean... I know we've rejected the 50 million, and I know there's been another bid we've rejected, probably around 60 million, 60 to 70 at least. So, it's a bit of a weird one. Will we even sign Donnarumma? It just depends on whether we sell Ederson. 25 million is highballing it. Like, that is a highball move. Daniel Levy is a fraud. That's basically what has happened. Soriano's blocking the move connect. He's probably just sick of Levy. I think Soriano is just going to screw not dealing with this guy. I'm not doing this guy, no way. Yeah, I mean, the club doesn't like dealing with Tottenham because of Daniel Levy. He can be annoying. We know that all too well. The Harry Kane saga was so frustrating. But look, like, there's come a point where, like, you gotta swallow it. You gotta swallow your pride. Just be clear with Tottenham, because I think Tottenham will pay the money to some extent. So we just gotta cooperate. I know Daniel Levy's not the best guy to like have to deal with, but it is what it is. We just have to go for it. Let's have a look down here. Let's have a look at the Echeverri move, which was just down here, wasn't it? Here we go. Yeah. Claudio Echeverri set to sign for Bayern Leverkusen on loan. Is a straight loan with no buy option. So glad about that, because that was rumoured to be in the Roma one. Salary has been covered by Leverkusen, and Echeverri is already on his way with medicals scheduled for tonight. And he will be playing under Erik ten Hag. Here he is in a Leipzig top, in a Leverkusen top. And look, yeah, for me, this is a decent move. This is a Champions League team. He's got in European football. And yeah, this is a good move for me. I like it. It's why I didn't want Girona. Girona clapped, and I'm really sad that Hayes has gone there to some level. But Echeverri is actually going to a decent team where his talent can be put on display. Good though, people are exaggerating about Ten Hag. He's really not that bad. Just that's it for me. I'm not going to sit here and say Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is secretly a tactical genius, but what I will say is that Man United is a sinking ship. Like, that club is like borderline impossible to save. It's mission impossible. Amorim, Ten Hag, whoever else comes next, they are set up for failure. They have to stick with Amorim. They absolutely have to. Whether they want to or not, because the club is absolutely just a mess at the moment. And no manager can just save that overnight. The club needs gutting from the inside and out. I'm not complaining. Obviously not. No way am I complaining. Rodrigo on the bench again. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. As soon as Ederson's gone, Donnarumma is in. It's a true domino effect. Yeah, I think we'll get Donnarumma. I don't lie. I think Ederson is eventually going to go. Okay, and I genuinely do believe that. Galatasaray, they're just being annoying. They bidded 10 million. We're asking for about 25. We know negotiations are advancing, but that's really where we're up to. Here's small loan fee for him, which helped them win the race against Girona and probably Roma as well. Let's have a look. Also, Tottenham are really pushing for Eze at the moment, which isn't necessarily a good thing for the Savinho deal. Kind of shows that they're just putting all their guns on Eze right now, and then they'll probably try and do something with Savinho, maybe. Nipan has joined Middlesbrough on loan officially, by the way. Here he is. Doesn't look too bad. Hopefully he cooks in Championship. He's meant to be an absolute top talent, so I'm excited. Big ups to all the comments, but I'm struggling to keep up. Why is it taking Ederson 50 years to sign for Galatasaray? Because Galatasaray, they drag it out. They are not quick. Look at Osimhen. Inter was so clear. Napoli was so clear in what they wanted for Osimhen. Okay, they were saying, all right, we want a 70 million fixed fee with a bit of add-ons on top. Galatasaray, they just kept going, we'll give you 60 million with some add-ons on top. We'll give you 62 million for Allardyce on top. You know, Napoli were so clear. I'm not the biggest fan of Napoli, but to be fair, they were clear on what they wanted, and they were just playing hardball, and eventually they buckled anyway. And they'll do the same for Ederson probably, or at least they'll negotiate it down a little bit, but it'll still be more leaning towards us. Sky Sports don't know anything. Just look at what they said about Ederson 2 months ago. Yeah, to be fair, Talsif, Sky Sports, they're not the greatest source of knowledge. To be fair, they're not the greatest set of guys. They get something right along the lines, but they typically just report big news. A Sky Sports exclusive is extremely rare. It's extremely rare, like 1 in a million. Yeah, so whatever Sky Sports are saying, it's typically just relaying more information that we already know. What kind of big club Galatasaray are they? Yeah, I know, they're just being annoying. They're going to Sky Sports, just report what they see. Yeah, exactly. They just report on what they see. Galatasaray can't pay 25 million, the biggest club in Turkey. They can't pay 25 mil. This is taking long. Yeah, again, it's just coming down to them playing hardball. It's because they're being stingy. Tarsif, they're trying to keep every penny they can, and we're just being like, nah, we don't necessarily want to sell. We don't need to sell. If you want him, just pay up already. We're more than willing to let this guy go on a free next year. It's always the plan. That's where we are with it. But they're just playing hardball at the moment. Trying to find the latest update here. So I know there was one-ish. It's going to be interesting for Akanji. Do you think we need a new centre-back if we sell Akanji? What do we think? I'll put it in the chat and you guys can respond. Pep extending again. What? Pep is extending again. Where have you found this? I'll look for that in a minute. I'm just trying to find. I know there was one not super long ago. Yeah, I've seen all sorts of ads at the moment. Oh yeah, this is a Nippon. Edson Alvarez. Interesting. I thought this guy was decent. Am I just incorrect? Sunderland, another signing. Man, they are moving. Okay, here we go. Negotiations are ongoing between Galatasaray and Ederson. Opening bid 10 million, City want around 25, and Ederson keen on joining Galatasaray. I told you all that this guy was never definitely leaving 2027. Connect, do you think Ederson will go to Galatasaray? When do I think there'll be a here we go? I think we're going to get here we go just after the Tottenham game. I think we'll get Here We Go just after the Tottenham game. It's a little late. It's annoying because I know that's like basically a week away. I think we're going to get one probably like a week yesterday or something. I'm being firm about this. Oscar Bob has that right wing. Savigny shouldn't be coming back. But I can't wait for that long after something. I know, Tassif. Genuinely, I know. I'm on that boat with you. I don't want to wait that long. I love Here We Goes and whatnot. I want to know what's going on. But it's just my gut. All I'm being firm about is Oscar Bob has that right wing. Savigny shouldn't be coming back and playing over Oscar Bob. I'd be fuming. Yeah, that spot is Bob's as of now. Bob is so good. So good. And yeah, you know what? I'm excited for Tottenham. I think Tottenham play decent football under Thomas Frank, and I'm curious to see how they'll go against us because they went at PSG. They actually went at PSG. They actually gave it a go. Blinking 45 million for Zakaria. Seems like a lot. Here we go. I have 2 more years, maybe I'll extend 2 more years. So the question is, when will I stop? This year, on a year or two, on 4 years, I'll take a break. And I feel it's not fine. I would say that the Man City teams give me good vibes. Starting from the Club World Cup in the United States, there was there we created something I saw, something that I liked that we missed last season. The training sessions, body language, details, arriving on time, backwards, how we defend throw-ins, stupid things that you realise the team is there. And that will help us too, I think, more consistent than last season. Looking at, well, Pep Guardiola might actually be staying then. Man, what an interesting turn of events. Didn't really expect it, to be honest. I was surprised when he signed the current contract. And to be fair, he's not exactly saying I'm 100% signing one, but he's certainly opening the doors. Basically, I think what he's saying is, if this season goes well, he's extending. Woo! Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's going to be a weird one. He could have got to a point and screw out what's out to Ferguson. Possibly. He's already, how long was Ferguson at Man United? Let's have a look. He was at 26 years. If Pep stays and signs another 2-year contract at City, then suddenly Ferguson's been at suddenly Pep's at half the time and is maybe would he have had over half the success? It's like he's absolutely balled out, to be fair. Ferguson won 13 Premier League titles, I think. So, and Pep's won for six Premier League titles in 9 seasons. It's interesting to see how Pep keeps talking about a new contract in every interview. It's always something that comes up, isn't it? It's like the main thing with Pep. Will he continue to stay? Will he stay? Will he go? What do we think will happen to Savigny? Do we think Savigny is actually going to go, or do we think he's not going anywhere? What do we think's happening to this guy? Because he's a talented player, and I think he could go to Tottenham and he'll do well. But will he come back to us? Or will he go to Tottenham? It's genuinely my one curiosity. I think Savigny stays. I give up Donnarumma to Man City. If Galatasaray ain't paying up, then I'd care how we will get Donnarumma. Your chat for some pen yesterday. I've seen that. I'll actually go on that in a moment. Galatasaray will pay up, Tassif. They're just playing hardball. They are absolutely just going to play hardball, Gala. That's what they do. They'll play hardball on the kanji. Believe me, they will. They know they're silly offering 10 million for Eddie. They know they're silly. I know he's got only a year left on his deal, but they know they're being a bit silly. How are you so sure? Mainly because of how they were with Osimhen. Napoli were ridiculously clear. Like every single offer that came in for Osimhen, they were like, all right, we want 70 million plus a bit of add-ons on top. And every single offer that Galatasaray threw in, it was more each time, but it was like little by little. It was little by little. Just ever so tiny little pushes and pushes until eventually they folded and they paid up. I'm so confident that they'll do it for this. So confident. It's a big player coming to the Turkish league. I know it doesn't quite work like Saudi league, but they certainly will not turn down a big player. They'll absolutely sign Ederson. I'm sure of it. Okay, as long as Ederson wants that move, he will be in a Galatasaray top. I'm sure of it, Tarsif. Savinho is the one I'm not so certain on. I think I'm of the boat that he's probably leaning towards staying, partly because I don't think City want to sell, and partly because I don't think Tottenham will pay up. I don't think Tottenham will pay up. I'm sure about that. I don't think they're going to offer more than 65 million or something like that. He's a left winger, proven at City Girona. Savinho has to be a left winger. Yeah, it's where he's had his best games. Some of his crosses into the box are genuinely brilliant. Savinho, he can whip a ball in, and I think that's where he'd likely play anyway. For Tottenham, because Kudus is now Tottenham's main right winger. Kudus is Tottenham's main right winger. Eze will be in the middle, supplying them, and Savinho will get stuck on the left. I'm certain of it. Okay, they'll have Solanke or whoever's their number 9 at top, Kudus on the right, Savinho on the left, and then Eze at the cam. And if they don't sign Savinho, then Eze will alternate between those two areas. That's how I can see it going. With Savinho, he will go on the left. Savinho's really clear. There's no idea why he prefers playing on the right. He's miles better on the left. He probably likes to shoot, but he can't shoot to save his life. He cannot shoot to save his life. No offense to him. His finishing was so bad. Some of the chances he misses, I would have scored. Mine hope is City are just waiting out until Saturday, as they don't want Savinho against us. Reported several times. That is probably partly the thing. They're probably being like, "Oh yeah, nice offer, Tottenham. We'll wait a little bit, Oh yeah, we'll wait a little longer. And then after the Tottenham game, no matter the result, they might just be like, "Well, the result actually could matter against Tottenham, because they might actually use that to see if they actually want to bolster Tottenham's squad or not." Because, if we batter Tottenham, for example, outclass them in every way, the club might be like, okay, these guys aren't threats to us whatsoever. Smash likes, guys. Let's go connect to 10. Yeah, big ups, everyone. Make sure to hit the like. Every like is huge for the channel. We're free away, so if you haven't liked already, make sure you do. The shot against Brighton annoyed me. How did he not score? There's more than that, Tassie. There's Elijah. There's so many. Yeah, I think we might actually be doing that. I think we'll use Tottenham to see where they are as a team. See if we think Thomas Frank is cooking or not. If we think Thomas Frank is cooking, and could actually be a threat this season, then probably don't sell him. Because we don't want to boost up a team that's a threat to us. But if we don't deem them a threat, similar to how we saw Gabby Jesus and Zinchenko to Arsenal those seasons ago, we didn't deem them as a threat, then then we can sell them there, okay? Because ultimately, if their season won't affect ours, then it doesn't matter who they are playing for them. I'm so glad everyone's excited for Saturday. I think it could be a special game. I'm excited for it too. I really, really am. I think it's going to be a real good game. I think Thomas Frank plays decent football. And yeah, it's just so good. And we played brilliantly against Wolves for the most part. Nico G, unbelievable the other day, 10-1. Yeah, he was so good. He is so good. Nico G won't be in the squad on Saturday out for 3 months. I'm interested in your source on that, Talsif. I'm interested. Look at Thomas Frank's track record. Attackers is brilliant. Yeah, they are, to be fair. This is a lot of quotes from Eddie, and then from Pep, even. Okay, like a mustache with Pep. That was an odd one. Look at that. Imagine, we could have had Ederson, Akanji, and Gundo all join Galatasaray this season. Yeah, this is a quote from Fabrizio earlier, 9 hours ago. As of today, there's someone specific, very important at City, blocking the deal for Savinho to Tottenham. Player's keen, but is not breaking his relationship with City. And there is someone in management in the board with a strong desire to keep the player. So look, the only way this deal happens is if Savinho really pushes for it and if Tottenham bid high. Angus Park in the best. Going to try and hit on the brakes because Zanov could be important. I can agree with that. It was okay though. Big ups. Anyway, gotta go now. Have a great stream. Big ups. Look forward to the weekend. Same here. Enjoy, bro. Gundo's apparently staying. Why would he stay? Our midfield is full. Yeah, I mean, on Gundo, I don't mind him staying as such, but he can't be a regular starter. He just can't. Okay, he's got to play the odd game, come off the bench here and there, help us out, bring some experience into the team. But it can't be like last season where we've got a midfield free of unks. Don't mind him getting like a relaxed cup game or something here and there, but no, he can't be first choice. He's not first, he's not second, he's not third, and he's not fourth. And you could maybe argue he's fifth. But yeah, you are right. We don't need him. We don't exactly need him right now. Genuinely want to cry as I'm so confident in Donnarumma to Man City and Ederson to Galatasaray. Otherwise, it's taking so long. Key thing is for me, all right, this is still pinned. Another big thing. Okay, remember what I told you about Galatasaray playing hardball, but this is still pinned. Fabrizio only pins stuff, okay, if he's like kind of confident in it, like if he thinks this is something that could happen, because he kind of wants people to remember, look who brought this up, it was me. I brought it up on the 16th of August. The moment this gets unpinned and we haven't had any big major updates, then yeah, maybe there's some right to be concerned. But right now, don't stress. Donnarumma, as long as this is here, there is confidence. Again, unless Fabrizio comes out and says this deal's off or something like that, or we see Galatasaray sign a different goalkeeper, that's when you can worry. But right now, this is still here. Remember the stuff I've told you. Galatasaray are just an annoying club, and they will fold. They will fold. Okay, they like to sign the big players. Everyone put stocks on Nico. Yes, Nico, I think is going to be good, man. I'm really happy that he played the other day because he absolutely smashed it. And I'm really hoping that he continues to get backed. Kristovic going to Atalanta. Here we go. If you're interested, that's breaking literally 30 seconds ago. Look, that is like the bulk of the news, though. There is, of course, if you'll allow me. Oh, that's not Nottingham. Let's scroll down a decent bit. There is, of course, McAtee, who's joined Nottingham Forest on a full-time on a permanent move. It's not a loan deal or anything like that. I think he signed a 5-year deal and everything. He's joined them. We have a buyback clause and a sell-on clause, so it's not bad for us. I think we sold him for about 32 million or something like that. I'll try find his official reveal post. But the big thing is that he's left us now. Big ups to him. He deserves first team football, and he should get a lot of that at Nottingham Forest. And he bought in a decent fee for us, so not too bad. Ederson's washed anyways. He should. Yeah, that's the main reason I think a lot of people want him gone. Yeah, but McAtee, he's officially gone. Good luck to him. I hope he smashes it. I absolutely hope he smashes it and cooks for them in Europe and keeps them in the top side of the Premier League. But guys, big ups everyone who's tuned in. With a 35-minute stream, we've had longer, but we've also had shorter. Now, make sure to like the stream if you haven't already. Every like is absolutely huge. I really do appreciate it. Congrats, Trafford. Oh, did you get goalkeeper of the year? Let's have a look. Hey! PFA Championship Player of the Year. There you go. Big ups to Trafford. He was phenomenal in the Championship, to be fair. And he got Player of the Year because of it. And it earned him back a move. Big stuff. Goalkeeper winning Player of the Year is not something you see often. In fact, I don't remember a time it's happened in the Prem. But 16 goals conceded in 45 games. 46 or 45, can't remember. It speaks for itself. He's got a really good record. So, big ups to him. But guys, thank you to everyone who's tuned in. Make sure to hit the likes if you haven't already. Every like is absolutely huge. Really do appreciate the support. Oh, blinking out, lads. No spam in the chat. Arsenal fan. Although I do appreciate the love. I'll time you out for 10 minutes. But look, big ups to you all, Blues. I really do appreciate the support. And I'll absolutely see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm definitely going to be live. Next day, probably going to be live a little later, like I was tonight, but it might be more 8 or 9-ish. But I will go live, and if I don't go live, hopefully a video at least. Friday, I'm obviously on Blue Friday show, and I'll probably do a stream on here too, because there's obviously a Tottenham preview. Big ups to you all there, Blues. I appreciate the support, as per usual, and I'll see you all in the next one.